Welcome back, viewers. We're still here on the press, coming to you from the Abuja studio of KAFTANTV, King Adebayo Film and Theatre Arts Network Television. And my name is Dayo, Omogun. My guest just came in and is your guest, your very much liked guest. So his name is Doctor in Waiting, Richard Oriri. You're welcome.
It's my pleasure. Good morning.
Good morning. And so this morning there are a plethora of headlines, but the dominant ones, we'll just talk about the dominant ones. And this has the first one that's quite dominant, I mean, traverses all the newspapers, is the one that has to do with Delta governor, his deputy, his commissioners, and then the former governor, the governor that just that just left office, Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, their defection from the PDP to the ruling APC. And this is generating a whole lot of reactions from Nigerians. How do you react to that?
The defection of the incumbent governor of Delta State and his principal, Ifeanyi Okowa, the immediate past governor of Delta, and some other political heavyweights in Delta, it's not something that should surprise any of us. Because on this platform, I've said it earlier before now, around March or so, that I mentioned about 3 or 4 governors that may likely join the APC. And Delta was one that I mentioned, and Akwa Ibom 2 is on the pipeline, Enugu as well, and a host of others. And a few others, yes. And the peculiar issue about Delta is that Delta has a gladiator who owns the state in terms of respect. The state is not his own.
Yes, in terms of respect.
He commands a lot of respect. And that is the person of the first governor of James Ibori. And is among the class of 1999, which the president equally belonged to. So James Ibori brought Oduah. Even while in detention, he begged Oduah to succeed the election of a governor of Delta, and even the second tenure he was imprisoned, and Oduah still came back. And even if Ifeanyi Okowa, the immediate past governor, they are all students of Ibori. And Ibori is no different from the current administration. So what is happening is expected. And another thing again that added to the injury was the internal crisis of the party, and again the way Amana, former vice president of Nigeria, is managing the crisis as the arrowhead of the party now, because he stood as the candidate of the party in the 2023 election. Ordinarily, he should be the leader of the party presently now, taking decision and directing the party in the right path, but he's romancing with other minority parties. I think some gladiators within the PDP, they are not happy with his sudden change of behavior. And if you look at what has happened in Delta, you will see quite well that the immediate past governor, who was the deputy vice presidential candidate to Atiku 2.
That's a blow.
The vice presidential candidate to Atiku 2, I think for what Atiku is doing, he seems not to be part of the arrangement. And possibly he's seeing that even if Atiku is still taking the ticket to contest, he might not likely be to be picked as the vice president again. So every one of them, what is in Nigeria generally as it is, the pursuit is for if you are unemployed, you look for employment, and I think it's employment that most people are looking for in the ruling party.
Okay. Apart from that, it's also been touted that some of them are looking for salvation. You know, Adam Soshomole, it also said some years back that once you join the APC, your sins are forgiven.
It's not only joining the APC, even in the time of PDP, when PDP was in power, if you are in opposition and you have baggages in your bag, the best thing to save you is to see how you join them, or you soft-pedal.
Exactly.
You don't attack too much. If you become an attack dog, they come after you.
They'll put a leash. They'll put a chain on you.
They'll come after you. So that is part of it as well too. But I don't think the gale of defection around the South has nothing basically to do with the corruption cases.
Even in the case of Okowa has been in the center of some...
It has nothing much to do with the corruption cases. Delta is a state where the minister for aviation minister come from.
Yeah.
The entire South now, the arrangement is from what is going on, where the defection of former governor of Kano State, El-Rufai, to SDP,
Kaduna State,
and then his romance with his northern
contemporaries,
political friends and brothers. It's not pleasing to the Southerners.
Sure.
Because President Buhari, when he holds sway, he was allowed to complete the second tenure.
Correct.
And now is the turn of the South. And ordinarily, the Southerners should be allowed to complete their second tenure as well, and pushing pushing to the direction that they will the current administration from power. I don't think some major political actors in the South will take it lightly, and the best thing for them to do is to rearrange, synergize, and then come together as a force to see how the 2027 will be for them.
So you think that because yesterday I think I read somewhere where they said that all the 17 southern state governors have all lined up behind Tinubu. So the way it is going, don't you think this could become a North versus South thing? The
political arrangement of Nigeria has already narrowed the thinking of Nigerians to that part. The geopolitical arrangement of Nigeria, South and North, North and South. And in the North, we have 3 geopolitical zones, the Northwest, North Central, and Northeast. In the South, we have 3 geopolitical zones, South, Southeast, and Southwest. So now is the turn of the South to produce the president. And initially, even in 2022, that was one of the reasons that made the then governor of Rivers State to jump in the ship of PDP. If Atiku should be the candidate of PDP from the North, after Buhari from the North was just rounding up his 8 years, that he was not going to support the Northern candidate. And that made him to rally around other Southern governors, and they came together, becoming 5 governors plus 4 governors plus 1. Plus 1 from the North Central, which is Benue State Governor then, His Excellency Otom, and they became 5 governors against Atiku's agenda. So, and that stand is still there. And the leader of that group, who is His Excellency Barrister Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister, is still there. And I can say he's one of the actors that is shaking the ground in the South now, presently. If you look at what is going on in the South now, the governors that are not openly with the president is, let's say, Bayelsa State Governor. He has not declared openly. But it's also not. Rivers State Governor has not declared openly. But from what is happening, maybe one of those a point that will be given to him as a condition for reinstatement might be to be reinstated, but you have to join the train. So possibly at the end, we will see the whole South governors lining up behind the president. And in the Southeast, governor of Imo State is already in force. The minister of Works, Dev Umahi, is a force. And they are equally not sleeping. And if you look at what is going on in the Southeast now, presently Ebonyi is already APC, Imo is already APC, and Enugu is 70% APC. And now the Abia State Labour Party, but they are still not glaring that he will join. But from what is going on in the South, in the Southeast, possibly they may not have it hard in bringing everyone on board.
And even in cases where they do not jump ship, clearly some of them might walk under the radar for the presidency of Tinubu. I'm talking like, for example, an Alex Oti may not necessarily leave Labour Party, but even then, clearly strong chances are that they will be working.
The Labour Party as a party now doesn't have face.
Exactly.
They are disunited. And that is why even Analyst, when he wanted conducting local government election, he did not make use of a main Labour Party that he rode through to power. So he uses the other Labour Party. They call it the
Nenadi Usman.
No, he uses another Labour Party.
Okay.
We have two Labour Parties. Zenith Labour Party. He uses Zenith Labour Party to conducting local government election instead of his own Labour Party. You understand? So that is the issue, because you know quite well that the main Labour Party, which he rode on the addition to power, they are disunited, and if you are not careful, anybody you pick to running election under the platform of the party that has crack already at the center, the opposition will come and take everything, like what happened in Plateau State and even in Zamfara. You understand? So if the process is not properly arranged, at the end you will suffer loss. So that is what many people are trying to avoid now. Even in PDP, it's happening everywhere. In Benue State, we have two factional PDP state chairmen. We have one faction led by Christian Nadababa, and we have another faction led by former House of Representative member representing Otukpo and Ohimi, Ezekiel Adaji. In Benue State, PDP have two factions. In some other states as well, the same thing. Like one of the reasons that made Okowa to defect from PDP to APC, he said the meeting of the southwest or something meeting in Ibadan.
Yes, the PDP Governors Forum that held him.
And so that is one of the reasons that even made him to even defect from PDP to APC. So the crisis within the party, the PDP, is not going well with the party, and the crack is too open.
Very sad.
The wound is too open to be healed immediately.
Now, the same party, from the reports, one of the newspapers this morning says 150 members. I think that's in Enugu. 150 members are also defecting to the APC. Now, what should PDP do now? If you were one of the eggheads, if you were hired as a consultant to proffer a revival, a reinvention strategy for the party?
There is no other thing than self-reorientation, self-re-examination. As a leader, as a human being, a patriot, if your behavior is not welcome outside, the best thing you do, you re-examine yourself. And Nigerian leaders generally, the best thing for us to do now, generally, not just within parties, even in other leadership positions, even in our individual homes, families, as fathers and mothers, we are not doing well in terms of when it comes to leadership. The leadership crisis in almost all sectors is the reason that we are having it this way, so bad this way. Ego and self-enrichment and injustice is what is causing the entire problem. Not that what is happening in PDP, in Labour Party and in other political parties is not happening in APC. It's happening in APC, but they are just swallowing the grudges and the pain because they are in power. You understand? It's happening everywhere.
They can manage it because they are in power. They are managing
themselves but it's everywhere. Even in Benue now, there's crisis within the APC. We have two factional state chairmen, one caretaker. When the elected is alive, is not dead. He has not resigned his position as chairman of the party in the state. He was elected like every other state chairman of the party across Nigeria. But he was forced out through suspension. And then the caretaker committee was installed, and he went to court and challenged them. And court said he is the authentic state chairman. So he's parading himself as the state chairman based on court ruling. Because court first barred the National Executive, National Working Committee of the party from suspending or from even dissolving the status quo.
Richard, let's
so a lot is happening across Nigeria within the party circle and other leadership positions.
Hello? Hello? Okay. So you say a lot is happening in all the parties, in across parties. But luckily for the ruling party, because they wield power currently, they are able to water down their own. And well, for me, I think that we're on the road to a one-party state. But let's hear what this person has to say. Hello. Good morning.
My name is Muhammad from Abuja.
All right, go on, please.
See, the issue of this is why, because you asked a question to your other man.
Yeah.
I think he was going to give me the best answer. You have to be a consultant to the PDP. Even if they call me to come and be a consultant to them, the reason why they cannot align is because of L5. Now that the governor wants to have anything to do with L5, as far back as the one who shapes that margin, their party, that is the reason why they will not. And that is one of the problems we continue having. That's concerning PDP. Okay. But when it comes to the margin, sir, we are not kids. This is the country where we all grown up. In 2015, Buhari, former president, he foresee that he could not win the election without March. He was a CPC member. So they formed a party. All these people we are talking about now, every Friday, Saraki, here and there, they join Ireland together with people to form a party called APC for Buhari to rematch as the Nigerian president. Now, this is the time of the man now, here now, as the Nigerian president. He knew much about the game. He is aware, even before he became the Nigerian president, he has been working on this because this same thing happened. So that's why he is working on it, but how to play the same, what do you call it, back to the government. And I believe it's not God, we cannot go, God knows better. But all I don't say that we should have interest of Nigeria. But with what I'm seeing, all the people move from one place to the other, they don't have interest of Nigeria. As Nigeria as a country, in their interest.
Honestly. Thank you very much. God bless you. So Mohammed is saying there's a problem in the fact that people are more concerned about their own personal interests and personal benefits, and that's very unfortunate, and that's part of what drives these divisions all the time. Richard, let's take this before. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Do Good is here.
Oh, Do Good. You did Do Good?
From Port Harcourt.
I hope you don't do good today.
I will do good. Good is that's the person to do than do evil. When you do good, God will salvage you, even your enemies around you.
All right.
It's true, you are correct.
Yes, I've heard all you said this morning. It's very painful. It's very pitiful. I pity Nigeria, our country. But no matter whatever happens, human being is human being. That's why he said, if it depends on man, he always jump.
Oh boy. Do Good, it will be good to have you call back so that you can complete the expression of your thoughts. So I was saying that we look like we're on the path to a one-party state.
No, it's not just a one-party state. What is going on is elitism. The elite class, they are out to capture the state to their own benefit, not to the interests of the masses. And that is why if you look at the main institutions of democracy, they have weakened all the institutions of democracy just to see that the larger population of Nigeria, they don't have strong voice in checking them, checkmating their activities. Even in the National Assembly, all the even state assemblies, there is no checks and balances in all the state assemblies in Nigeria. And that is why you see even governors can go on his own using the speaker of any house of assembly to suspend it. Like in Benue now, about 10 or 11 house of assembly members are under suspension. If you go to Zamfara, the same thing has happened. And those that were suspended in Zamfara state, they came together to electing their speaker last week.
Those that were suspended?
They were suspended. They say the governor have no right, or anybody have no right to suspend them. They are elected members of the state assembly. So, in all the state assembly, you see that one-party system is what is functioning. So that the checks and balances, that horizontal aspect of accountability in democracy is killed. And if horizontal aspect of accountability is killed, the diagonal aspect of accountability in democracy, which is the media, where the media check government activities, government policies, civil society organizations. And in Nigeria, see, the Nigeria we have today, even the civil society organizations, Nigerians have lost confidence in civil society organizations, because what they are purely is they are hired protesters. If it's not in your favor, you hire any civil society organization, give their leaders money, they will come and speak in your favor, using placards and wearing t-shirts and caps, just to speak in your favor. And the other person that they are going against, that they have been hired to challenge, will equally on his own or her own pay another civil society organization to counter what they are doing. So that is what is happening in Nigeria. All the non-governmental organizations, civil society organizations that ordinarily should be checkmating the activities of a government, they are all dead.
Very unfortunate.
And the media that should pick up, that is why today now you see Hassan Kuka, this other man, what is the other churches now, church leaders, they are the one now standing as an opposition to government.
Maybe Tunde Bakari.
Tunde Bakari and others. So it's a problem.
Hello.
It's a problem.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
We can hear you.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel from Yobe State.
Emmanuel from Yobe, you would do us a world of good if you would move away from your TV set.
Or tune down
the volume
completely.
Yes, I'm hearing what people are saying concerning the setting from another party to another party.
Yeah.
First, what I want you to say is that these people don't have any conscience at all. Because if you are referring to another party, how about what the APC do to the Nigeria? Are you going to build the APC in a better way that people rejoice? Or you just find your own own selfishness to get your money to be saved? You can be saved in the APC, but I want to tell you that God is watching every one of us. You can say that, yes, only somebody to be born again, just God can forgive, but not APC. APC cannot lead to heaven. Whatever somebody has dreamed, let you know that God is watching. Because people are dying. And he said that he are going from PDP to APC, where people are destroying the whole country. Look at what is happening everywhere. Are we fooling ourselves? This is this country we are going to live? I was watching certain things in Trust TV. I saw what people are talking because of this kind of evil things this APC are doing. You know that Tinubu doesn't win this election.
How do really?
First time, but I want to tell you that he was going to fail for this time around. He can able to, all those people can able to enter the APC, but masses are many than them. So there may be few or 10 or 20 or 100, but masses are watching and we are following them up. So I want you to know that God are watching and are going to.
God is watching, masses are watching. So says Emmanuel from Yobe. Good point made, but then I think that those masses also need a whole lot of education and counseling, so they know that power is truly with them, but they must exercise it. They must exercise their franchise and in line with their convictions and their conscience. Beyond that, it's no use just saying that power rests with the people, because power has always been with the people, but the elites know what to do to ensure that the power works for them. And so let's talk about because the two are intertwined, as it were. Let's talk about PDP once again. If I were, it's just a scenario I'm trying to create. If I were in a position too, I think that one thing that will act as an elixir, a tonic for that party, is the removal of both former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and the current FCT minister from the party. Because even this morning, is it this morning or yesterday, I read a statement where the FCT minister was rejoicing over the decision of the governor of Delta State to pull out from PDP and join the APC. So if it's not even limited to what he is currently doing, if you are rejoicing that other people are pulling out, you definitely are not a member of PDP. So it's better to be clear-cut and to move to where you belong to. Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
My name is Rajin Salisu, calling you from Katana State, precisely Dutsema.
Dutsema. All right. Go on.
Yes, we are talking about the politics of detection.
Yes.
So when you look at the Nigerian politicians nowadays, they are not showing concern about the masses. They are only doing it for the interest, for their own interest. Because this detection, the ruling party, politics of nowadays, especially as the ruling party, those who are ruling party, or those who are from opposition party, they are not only moved to the ruling party so that those who have like EFCC cases, so that they cannot be investigated because they have immunity when you are a ruling party.
All right, so you have immunity when you are in the ruling party.
So when you look at the way how things is going, there is some certain things that most the politicians are going to prioritize, especially what is happening now, like insecurity. A lot of people are being treated like chickens almost every day. So this detection, let me give you one example that happened so that for you to understand.
All right.
To trust me. So there is incident of court cases recently between former governor of Kogi State and EFCC.
Yeah.
So since he went to court, because he's one of the members of ruling All Progressive Congress, APC. So since he went to court, he was granted bail. You will not hear anything again from them. So if at least he was in the opposition party, how do you think this will happen? So maybe he will be incarcerated or related or something like that. So that is why people are moving to the ruling party to have backup.
To get cover, all right?
The interest of the masses. Yes, to have cover. So that not to the interest of the masses. But a lot of people are aware. So
all right, so
we are killing our business class to see what we can do by God grace in 2027.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm saying, don't you think that that's something that needs to be considered at a point like this? If you find that certain members have become toxic to the system, working contrary to the consensual purpose of the body system, is it not better to just plug them out? And so
what is happening in Nigeria?
What
is happening in Nigeria is a clear case of something that to tell us all that civic responsibility, civic education
is very important.
Is gone completely. It's under extinction. So there's no civic education. Even the elders, no one think about the nation. Everyone is after what comes to their pocket, and no one put the nation first anymore. When we were small, we were taught civic responsibility, social studies. You understand? What should be your responsibility to your country as a citizen? But as it is now, nobody thinks about what should be your contribution to your nation, how to build your country, but how to build yourself, build your family. And it's that selfishness in us as Nigerians that is making us not to better anything that we are given the responsibility to manage. We don't think about the interests of that office that we occupy. So now, in all the political parties, you cannot be state chairman of a party except the person funding the party in the state or the ward level or at the local government level picks you to be the chairman, because you have to play the game according to his own dictates. And you cannot be a candidate of any political party except the person funding the party, which in political science we call the gladiators. The gladiators. They are the ones that fund political parties. The rest of us, the rest other members of the party, they are spectators. Their own is to be giving placards, singing praises of the party. You don't know.
So they are pawns
you are not
to
part
be
of
used
the
on the
decision-making
chessboard.
body of the
Wow.
party. And as you see Nigeria, as you see this country, no political party in Nigeria can boldly say in this political world, at the grassroots, that almost 70% of members of any community, they are our members. In all the world, only the executive of the party that they form, in some political parties, they have 70-member ESCO. And it's just that 70-member ESCO of that party that are no members of the party in every ward. The other political party will come and form their own executive.
Exco.
No other members of the community that belongs to any party. So, a political education at the rural level is lacking, seriously. And that is why anybody in power can use money to go to the grassroots using their gatekeepers. The gatekeepers are the ones harvesting vote for them. And go to these undecided voters who are in large number at the rural areas to harvest vote for their person. And that is why vote buying is everywhere. Exactly. Because these gatekeepers, even if you are leading as a governor, as a House of Rep member, as a senator, and the gatekeepers are the ones that they send materials, democratic dividends meant for everyone through them. And they don't even get it down to these people. I have studied something recently from one of the strategies we are using in the Okanga, that is Chief Philip Agbese's political arrangement. Okay. He chooses to say that we should be working directly with women at the local level. We call them Okanga sisters. That's Agbese sisters. All the world, no political party, you don't say you are not a member of APC or this, not at all. All women in the community, bring them together, they are my sisters. He related what is meant for the world, even the sister, the rights he gave to his federal constituency, he channeled it through in every community straight to Okanga sisters. If he gets to women, then we cook that rice for their children and their husband, and every member of the community will be part of the sharing. And now there's so much happiness in all the world, because this thing is going to, from there you will know quite well that these people, they are not receiving anything from people in government. Nothing is getting to them. So, and that is why you see the people who are leading, they don't mind whether the voters at the local level accept them or they don't accept them. The people they are after are the ones who have the money, the financial wherewithal, who are the gatekeepers. They are the only ones that they are after. Walking through them in the night, meeting them, say, please join me. They are not talking about any other person to join again. You join me, because they know that if they have gotten you,
those ones,
the chain of other people that are depending on you at the local level, they have gotten all of them. So there is need for serious voter education in Nigeria. And National Electoral Agency, they can't do it, because if you are doing it the other way, the party in power that have appointed you to be the DG of that agency can sack you.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
National Electoral, they are silent, and the opposition parties, they are not willing to go to the grassroots and give proper education. Even non-governmental organizations, they don't give voter education.
Let's hear what this guy has to say. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning, Dr. Richard. You are on to SMD calling from Lagos.
Good morning,
sir. Good morning.
It's been a while.
Good morning. Yeah, very, very long time, Mr. Richard.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Richard, like presenter made mention. Thank you very much. Let me quickly appreciate KAFTANTV for giving us this ample opportunity to say our mind.
Thank you.
When it comes to nation building.
Thank you.
And also, resource personnel into the studio is quite educating.
Right.
Let me begin with the issue of Mr. Richard at the last statement he made regarding the
awareness or information.
Yeah.
What happened with the voter education unit with the INEC? Is their work remain for only 4 years? That's the question. Are they not only are they not paying salary until times of election? Are they?
It's a
Because
problem.
I strongly believe they are paying salary each and every blessed month. But why are we not hearing from them until when it is election? That is on that. Secondly, we have 5 government agencies. Their work is to promote or advocate government policy. Let me begin with NTA, National Authority, and National Television Authority, Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, News Agency of Nigeria, Voice of Nigeria, News Agency of Nigeria. What are they doing? What are they doing? National Orientation Agency has an office in each and every local government. Their work is not enough. Now, let me begin with the issue of the enough is enough by Mr. President to the security agencies.
Even though, okay, go on.
Yeah, I always get mention. We have all the national security structure. We have the NIE, we have the DIE, we have the Nigerian Police Force, we have the Nigerian, we have the Air Force, we have the Navy, we have the NCDC. So there is intra and inter-gap communication, and they must bridge that gap of communication. Especially when there is inter-communication gap and intra-communication gap, and if you expect something meaningful, look, let me remind the government, the cardinal objectives of each and every government is to protect life and properties of its citizens. So please, we are appealing on them. They know better than us. They should do the needful. That is on that. Then the girl of deception issue. Believe in me, like Mr. Richard made mention, this is not a surprising issue. You know why? Let me summarize it.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say, I think it's lack of patriotic engagement, because in the First Republic there is failure of coalition between late Nnamdi Azikiwe, late Awolowo, late Madam Amini Kano. But they still remain in their parties, and today in their grave they still remain political icons. This is to show you that what we are facing today is lack of patriotic engagement, which I always call and advocate on our curriculum to change into that patriotism should get involved in our curriculum of education right from the grassroots, so that Nigerians will be patriotic. Then this is a very good signal to opposition parties to checkmate their activities.
All right, SMD, we will need to let you go now. We need to let you go now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You heard him.
It's patriotism, lack of patriotism among Nigerians. That is why I said we need civic education to be re-engineered at the grassroots, from primary school, even from nursery school. Civic education, so that as you are growing it in you, that the nation, the country that you are born into, which is your own country, need more from you than you need from the country. The country need more from you than you need from the country. But in our case, in Nigeria, we need more from the country than the country need from us. In other climes, it's not like that. Patriotic engagement in our attitude, where as our nations, our relationship with ourselves, relating with you now as a Nigerian, I'm a Nigerian, you are a Nigerian, relating with you, I don't see anything good in you. The only thing I see good is in me.
That's it.
That's all. And that is where injustice is coming in. You see rule of law being abused everywhere. Nobody respects the right of anybody. Injustice. So if we pick the interest of the nation to be above every other interest around us, there is nothing that we cannot achieve as a nation. And that even in the constitution is there that public interest supersede every other interest.
Should.
Public interest supersede every other interest. But in Nigeria, that's
that's
individual interest supersede every other interest.
And
that's why even in Abuja here, you can see somebody build on a channel of water.
Exactly. Not thinking of the...
They will even say pure public road. Somebody will go and build on it. When you come to demolish, they will say, you can't do it. You can. That is the mentality.
It's very sad.
Public interest, it should be the focal point. Whatever we do, we put the interest of the public first, in front. If it's above the other interest we are trying to look at, then we shelve the other one and face the public interest and make things better for everybody.
Honestly.
But it's a pity. It's a pity that Nigeria will still be where we are today.
Because of selfish interest.
Because of...
ego. Hello? Hello? Good morning. Yes, good morning.
Yes. The way they describe democracy.
Your name, sir? And where you're calling from?
Benedict from Kaduna.
All right, Benedict. Yes.
The way the world describes democracy is not the way Nigeria are following. Nigerian democracy is for only the rich man, not for poor people.
How do you mean?
Yes, because during the campaign of campaign, a leader of the Democrat of the party, they will even go about arms, carrying knives, carrying people to intimidate people to vote for them. That is not democracy at all. And if they look the way the people are camping 1 hour, 2 hours, you join here, you join here. So for example, like the insecurity Nigeria.
Yes, Benedict.
75% of police have been shared to the street men to guide them instead of guiding Nigeria.
All right. All right, Benedict, shouldn't we leave it here? Thank you so much for calling. So, 75%, even though that is a matter for
empirical
subject to empirical review. But I do think I understand what he means, that a large number of our policemen are attached to persons of VIPs, and which is true. And this now reduces what is available in the general pool. Okay. Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr.
Mr.
Ade from Port Harcourt.
Mr. Ade from Port Harcourt.
Raise your voice.
Are you angry with me?
I'm not angry,
All right. Sir. Yeah. Oga.
This country, the way I look at things, if you don't have any interest for masses. And when you loot money, you run to APC. See, there's last year, they're talking about Okowa. See, almost 3 lakhs of something.
Exactly.
See, today, nobody hear about it again. When I see through, I was like, the matter is died down. And them, they will go around. When you give money, you run to APC. It's a last stop of corruption. Because it's not good. When someone thief, the masses cannot know how the money is left. Whether they use it to do anything, see the worry there now. There's nothing moving from worry. See there's so many companies there. No one is working. They say last year you thief almost or 3 of them. They cannot use it to develop something before you left. By yesterday, now here it's all of them turn to APC. Is it a good time? Because they know that when you thief money, when you run, you get back up. But I know that one day, God will speak for masses.
All right, Mr. Ade. We pray so. Thank you very much.
This God, we are not doing.
There are a whole lot of things we should do by ourselves rather than be pushing it to God.
To God, God has done everything for us. There is no human being on this office that God loved like Nigerian citizens.
I think we
God
must,
gave
we
us
must take responsibility.
Ever since I was born, I have not heard of anything earthquake in this country.
No.
Earthquake, natural disaster. The only natural disaster we have in Nigeria is human disaster.
We have flood from time to time.
It's human disaster.
We have
that
floods.
flood that you are talking
It's
about.
also human.
It's human because
Yeah.
those who build along the water bank, they are the one that faces a flood crisis in Nigeria. You see that this is water bank. If the overflow of this water
will get here.
will definitely get here. And you go and build your house there. Is that not a human disaster? Is designed by you, and you know quite well that you face the crisis when it comes.
Human provoked disaster.
You understand? So God has perfected it. There is no state in Nigeria that have no natural resources that can feed the entire state. No state in Nigeria that doesn't have natural resources. Go to Nasarawa here. I think they are the richest in the whole North Central. What they use in manufacturing, gearbox of a vehicle is in abundance in Nasarawa. There is nothing. Over the years, the Chinese people, they have been taking it out to the country. Nothing you can't find in Nasarawa on the ground that you can't see there. But if you go to Ebonyi, they have what they call the lead zinc. This lead zinc, they use it for bulb. You understand? There is nothing. It is not just salt that is in abundance in Ebonyi State. Go to Enugu, coal. Nothing. Benue State, everywhere, cement. Manganese that they use for atomic bomb outside the country. They are coming here to take these natural resources up from our soil here. And you will see trucks, Chinese trucks, moving from far north to here, from Benue, from other part, going to Lagos. They have their seaport. China, they have their seaport in Lagos where they ship these things from Nigeria without our customs intercepting it. No security in Nigeria intercept. Recently now, Dangote has seaport now where he constructed this is a refinery. There's a seaport there. So Nigeria is too porous, to be frank.
So you're saying that
us with everything, but we don't have the human.
We should stop pushing the same thing he has done for us, asking him to come and redo again.
We shouldn't.
We
are insulting God.
Yes, it's like your mother serving you food. Then you say, "Come and
feed me."
Come and feed me.
Or somebody give you a wife, you call the person to come and help you pregnant the woman.
It's a sad situation.
It's an insult.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. This is Jethro calling from Lagos.
Jethro.
From Lagos.
All right. Okay. Go on.
I just want to chip in about the issue of corruption in this country. If we look at the trajectory from 1999, I don't think the EFCC and IPC is designed to really fight the corruption.
Okay.
It was designed by just to fight the opponents or the governors that didn't go along with him. If you look at it, who are the people that EFCC are after then? Alamet here, Joshua Dari,
Jensi Bori,
and some other people, and then James Bori then.
Yeah, and somebody from Taraba, is it?
Some people and some governors that against the Startimes agenda. Those are the people that the anti-Caesar, then they are after. So what I would just want to say is that show me one governor, whether in office or out of office, we know that they have immunity when they are in office, so they have anything, they don't have anything to fear when they are still a city governor. But show me the ex-governor that has been successfully prosecuted and jailed.
Don't we have Joshua Dari, Jolly Yame,
and Jesus Okalu? Who was later.
Yeah.
So what's the essence of prosecution? So it has not been nonsense. So what I just want to say, all
moving from one party to another, being a city governor or former governor. I don't think they are doing it because of EFCC, because EFCC did not do anything for them. They are doing it for their own selfish and parochial interests. It's not for the interest of the state or anything. I talked to one man. It's a very, what can I call it? It's a technical politician. He told me that you go into politics because of two things. He told me, only got to my jet. As you got to my jet, I will interpret it. He said, what you want to become and what you want to eat.
That's why you go into politics.
You understand it secondly.
Wow.
Didn't get it. So whether they are out of money or enough, EFCC will not do anything for them as long as they are not against the man that is on the street. That's my donation.
Thank you very much. So did you hear that? The man said people go into politics because Torin konto maje what you will eat and Torin konto maje what you will become. Position and resources, position and food, self, everything about self. Hello?
Are you arguing that?
No, but that's the truth.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I just have to cover based on the Francis Richard mission.
All right.
We talk about the corruption.
Yeah.
You see, sir, you need to be sincere with yourself. There is no single, I cannot say where that, for example, something happened to me yesterday. I gave my mechanic my car to service service. Engine oil. I paid him money. He promised to buy the filter. He removed the old filter and used petrol. He doesn't know where I have it. And he poured local oil and he collected money for the synthetic oil for me. Is that government? That's number one.
Okay.
So let me now go back to the issue. You see, if this present government, Mr. President, summon all the politicians in Nigeria, because I myself, I in the quarter, we are part of the problem. All this stolen money, because no single politician, including Ambassador, that doesn't see Buhari that is they are talking about. Summon them. Okay, can we release 30% of in care of us to the of Nigeria so that they can be meaningful for the season? And then, no, that's the part. Tomorrow now, Tinubu pick Atiku, he pick Buhari, he pick Obi, they will say, and these people, all of them, they are not saints. We citizens are the problems. Because if someone wants to do something, you will say because of this, because of that. They'll do it for us. And we are saying God. Are we not the country that have asked numbers of churches in the whole world? Because the number of most in the whole world? God has really helped us in this country. We are the problem. ITPC, EFCC, what are they doing?
All right, Mohammed. All right, Mohammed, thank you very much. Yeah, so let the political elite come together and cede 30% of whatever they've taken back to the coffers of the country. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good morning, this is KAFTANTV.
Good morning, do good again from Port Harcourt.
All right, good, so you can complete your
I
thoughts.
think this is my piece of advice and suggestion.
Yeah.
Can all our past presidencies or president, we have them alive, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 8 of them alive or more than that. Can they come up and survey this country? Because this country will sink with all of them together. We want to sink. If they sit down on the
we hope it doesn't sink though.
Anything. Yes. No, I'm telling you, what's coming?
Yeah.
Yes. You may not like it. It's my country. I don't like to sing myself.
Yeah, go on,
yes.
go on.
Yes. So eventually, it's high time all the past leaders, both presidents and governors, come up and survey this nation before this hungry power money lender people sink this nation and all of us will go down. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, just before we go, I think we should take a look at 2 more headlines. There's this protracted labor issue between ASU and those other labor unions in that sector. over end allowances. So finally, the federal government has released, is it 50 billion now? 50 billion to ASU and other unions. This is good news, at least some relief, some reprieve, right? How do you see it?
It's a sign of a kind of motivation for the lecturers and other staff of the university and other tertiary institutions. I think it's a good move taken by the president, but it shouldn't just be about ASU. It should be about the entire education system in Nigeria. I think
that's it. ASU and others.
The total overhauling of Nigeria education. Because if you look at other countries that are doing well, you check the education system, you check their health system, you see that these two, they don't play with them. The human capital development is in line with this, is in tandem, should be in tandem with the education system. So when our education system is okay, I think a lot would be all right in this country. And some of these corruption issues that we complain about, leadership issues that we complain about, they are purely lack of proper education. Because if you are educated, there's no how you will be corrupt.
If you're truly educated,
if you are truly educated, there's
if
no
the mind, if the mind has been properly harnessed.
If you are educated, you will not be corrupt. Because you see no reason stealing
to gather everything,
because it has nothing to do with your name. If you are educated, you don't have need to steal. Then Obafemi Awolowo, all those are forefathers who brought this country to where we are today. They were not corrupt. Everything they had, they used it in the interest of this country.
Very
and
sad
died
where we are.
With nothing.
Very
they left this country without property in Lagos, property in Kano, property.
Even if they had, it was traceable to their own earnings, not stolen wealth.
Just a CBN governor over 700 and something houses.
That has not been confirmed. That has not been confirmed. That has not been confirmed. But if it's one person that has all those buildings, that is something. Well, maybe we end this session with the story about NIMET strike, which is grounding air services, and that could be a huge problem for our economy. That could be a huge problem for a lot of meetings, a lot of a huge logistic problem. And I think that something should quickly be done because NIMET is on strike. Air peace flights are grounded. I mean, can you imagine the inconvenience, the meetings that will be have to be rescheduled, people who will lose their appointments? I mean, so many things.
That is not even my own concern. My concern is about the airspace for Nigerian Air Force to tackle insecurity in Nigeria.
All right.
You understand? Nigerian Air Force. Because I could remember when I was in Form 3 in secondary school, 1996, 95-96, General Marawa was the Lagos State administrator. In Lagos. He set up, when the crime in Lagos became something else, he set up what they call Operation Sweep. Operation Sweep, where you have Navy, you have Air Force, you have the Land Army, you have the police, you have the DSS working together. Those on the land, they rely on the information from
intelligence
air. From air. Anywhere, if you go anywhere to steal, even if it is bank robbery, before you know it, they are quartered, they are up, giving them direction of where they are going to. The down people. My brother there, he's late now. He was a powerful naval officer. He was among the team, a great shooter. And they will be down, killing, doing finishing up. So the moment the Nigerian Air Force, the Navy, Land Army, Civil Defense, if they join hands together with the DSS information, because I rely so much on SSS, the DSS, they have so much information. In some local government, you'll be in your local government for like 1-2 years. You never know that there's an SS officer in the local government gathering information across the entire villages. and feeding the state command. Then they feed Abuja and they feed NSA. And this information, if they share it, if there is synergy, like one of the callers said, if there is synergy between the DSS, the NIA, the Nigerian Army, my brother, if there is synergy and they share information share, there is no how they will not tackle this insecurity. That was the strategy our brother, may his soul rest in peace, Lagbaja, adopted. Yeah. The head of these agencies came together and said, let's put pride, let's put ego aside and look at the general picture, which is Nigeria.
Yes.
Anything you achieve in your department is for Nigeria. Whatever I achieve in my department is for Nigeria. Let us not say, I am the one doing the job. My service of telling the president the result is coming from my department. No. Do it and give the results to the president, who is the commander-in-chief. And forget about yourself. Lagbaja achieved the success in this area because there was information sharing, synergy. But today, I think that has scattered again. The pride, that self-ego, to say, I am doing it more than this person. I'm doing it. What will you gain? So if there is synergy and they can adopt, Marwa is still alive. He's the one championing the fight against narcotics in Nigeria today. They can still call him, meet him, to ask him questions. How did you succeed in Lagos? Like this man, General Ali Ruakilu, he's in Kano. He's in his private home in Kano. He fought Metasini in Kano. Metasini, that dreaded insurgency that came on board in 1980. Killing many Nigerians, Nigerian armies and civilians, police. But General Ali Ruakilu is in Kano. I visit him. They can meet such people. When this insurgency, how were you able to do it? That you defeated Metasini in Kano?
I really think that it's not as if we don't have people who can do it.
We have people. Like Benue now that is under siege by the governor, as the governor said.
Yes.
Kaduna, Plateau State that is under siege. We have more than 100, more than 150 generals, either retired or in service. More than in Plateau, the same thing, and they are all alive. Go to Kogi State here. Many retired generals are there with the reservoir of knowledge, information, experience on how to tackle these criminals. But our government is like the government is not equally reaching out to these people for information. They are there to. They are retired, but they can still serve the country.
True.
They are retired, but they are not tired.
They're supposed to be part of the reserve.
They can set up that department. There was when I visit Ali Ruakilu, when I visit him in Kano, he told me that all the head of the security agency in Nigeria retired, like the head of retired DSS officer, retired NIA officer, retired Nigerian IG, retired. He mentioned them that they normally meet 3 times a year or so, and that they normally have meeting with the president on information security strategies. But when Buhari came on board, he abandoned that. Wow. And not that they are good; they are not on salary. Their own is to be giving service to the country as citizens, because where they are living, without, if there is no security, they can't stay there as well.
Yeah.
They were contributing immensely to the security of this country.
I think
they have to resurrect
security as a business of everybody.
He said they don't pay them.
It's not as if they are being paid.
It's only during that meeting that they will take cups of tea, and after the meeting they go. Nobody requests for 1 naira for government.
I think anybody, any group, any platform that can be useful to overcome our security challenges should not be glossed over, should not be ignored.
Oh, Jesus.
We should not ignore any one of them. We're bringing the program to an end for this morning, and I must say thank you to every viewer from around the world. Thank you so very much for staying tuned to KAFTAN TV, and I encourage you to stay on. I'll be back here for the polity at 2 to 3:30. I'll also be here in the evening from 8 to 9 for Matters Arising. I look forward to having you on the other side on each of those occasions. And of course, there are several other programs from KAFTAN TV that you can be benefited from. And so, while we go, I must say thank you, Doctor in Waiting.
I appreciate you, sir.
Thank you very much.
I'm always available for your
Thank you so very much.
It's my
Thank
pleasure,
you.
sir.
And production team, Brighto, Baba Stool, everyone, my cameraman, big up, big up. Thank you to every one of you. Bye-bye. It is from me. My name is Dayo Omogun.